Mela, Vibe FM din għal ewwel podcast tagħna din jiena Drew mi għandi lil Nicole għandi lil Gianni u ovvjament magħna the guest of honor għandna lil Gino D'Acampo.
Buongiorno.
After a great show yesterday, Gino. I mean, it was massive, right?
You liked it?
I
think everybody liked it.
Yes.
Everybody, they stop him and they say how fun was it and how great you are.
Gino.
And also they love you.
Yes,
They do.
But he is slightly upset this morning.
Why? What's happening?
Oh, I tell you, because you shared my story on
Yeah.
Instagram, but you didn't share his.
Why?
He's angry,
Who's taking care of your social media?
Who's taking care?
Okay, look. Yesterday, I was tasting food. So I was in charge of my social media. Someone,
Okay.
must have done it.
So tell this someone.
I'm going to tell that someone that they need to share your social
Yeah.
That's mine too, Gino. That's
And
well.
yours too.
Yes.
All right.
How the tasting go? But you know,
The tasting is doing brilliant.
it's doing brilliant.
I am slightly fatter, I have to say. No, guys, I had 17 dishes yesterday. Yeah, at one point we had to stop. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Couldn't eat anymore.
You know, I couldn't. I didn't want any pasta.
But you look
anymore.
happy, which means the food tasting
Yeah.
went very, very
The
well.
food tasting was
You
very
look happy,
good.
that's
I
good.
tell you, we got some really talented chef in my restaurant, and I'm very happy.
That's
and
great.
today we do the final tasting.
Yeah, but are you aiming like I don't know if it's a French chef's thing or an Italian chef's thing, but do you aim to get like Michelin stars on this?
No, don't.
Why?
Allora, if I come to your show,
Sorry, subject.
if I come to your show and you start to swear at me, I'll do exactly the same thing. Look, when you train as a chef, there are two different kind of chefs.
Okay.
There are the chefs who are constantly chasing the star. And there are chefs who are constantly chasing making people happy with the food. So it's
You
two
are the second kind of
I'm
chef.
the
I know you.
I've never been.
He's
you
a
know,
people's person. He likes
Yes.
making
Yeah,
people happy.
exactly.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Plus, you know, the idea of the Michelin star, you get judged by people
Okay.
who know less than what you know.
True.
If you
It's
think
true,
about
true.
it.
Gino D'Acampo, diplomatico.
But it's true. It's
Diplomat.
true. Well, why do I need to be judged from someone who knows less than I do?
100%.
It doesn't
Bravo,
make. It doesn't
bravo.
make
So
any
we
sense.
give you the Maltese star.
That's it.
That's
The Maltese star you
That's
can
it.
get.
Duello.
Makes me
That's it.
very,
Yeah,
very.
Duello.
happy. That, you know, the Maltese star is what I want.
That's it.
Very good.
You can be a prime minister soon because as we spoke yesterday, everyone can be a prime minister in Malta. So you,
Everybody can
Yeah.
do whatever they want nowadays. It
Yeah.
looks like that we live in a beautiful, free country, which is great.
But you know, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, as they say. So
yes,
do you manage to keep the kids happy at home with your cooking? Do they complain? Because my kids complain all the time, and I'm okay at cooking. I'm not.
Because he's not a good chef, that's
I'm not
why
as
I
great
complain.
as you, obviously. But
I'm going to be very honest here, right? I don't allow them to complain.
oh,
Because
good strategy. Yeah,
But
tell me how you do it.
it's not a good start. Were we allowed to complain when we were younger? To
No.
our parents?
No, we had the
Definitely
wooden
not.
spoon.
Actually, I saw a video of
Wooden
yours,
spoon.
which was really good, the one you did with the yogurt.
Exactly.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was a kid. So,
But
yeah.
we are forgetting sometimes the way to treat children. We put them, we overprotected them. Oh, you don't want this? We can cook you this. We can cook you that.
It's true,
It's
we do that all the
crazy. As parents, if you think about it, you are crazy if you do that.
We do it all the time. At home, we do it all the time. So Carla, one of my daughters, has this problem. She doesn't like tomatoes. For some weird reason, she doesn't like tomatoes, and we end up.
How
doing
old is she?
Pasta pesto. 9. She's 9 years old.
And she doesn't like tomatoes.
Yeah, she doesn't like not in everything. So she doesn't like tomatoes much. So we end up doing pesto.
Okay.
Okay, which is classic,
good.
nice,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
Italian dish.
Fresh.
But sometimes my wife, she loses it. And she goes, no, you're eating tomatoes. Today, you have to eat. And it helps. No, it's true. It makes a difference because
But
then she has to be
But
quiet.
if they don't
Does
like
she eat
something,
it?
man.
And then she has to eat it.
And then she eats and
So
everything
he's
is
right.
there.
No, I'm agreeing
But
with you.
Gino, you need to understand, he has 4 children. His wife
Yes,
is the boss.
Even of
Yeah,
me.
but it looks like the wife knows what she's doing. though.
100%.
I think he
She's
just
the
called me
boss.
fat.
No, with children is very difficult. I can understand that parents now, they don't have enough time, everybody's busy, they don't want the aggravation to come home and have a fight with the kids. You need to be stronger. You know, if there is a fight that you need to have it.
Yep.
Because it's important for the children.
I'll keep it in mind when I have kids.
It's
You don't have
I'll
children?
babysit. I will
Children
babysit.
that I know of, no, I don't have.
Okay.
Sometimes I
Disclaimer,
receive
that
a
you know.
Father's Day card. I don't know from where. But I,
Scary, yeah?
Do you know how
No,
to do
no.
it?
After to tell me how.
we were talking about angry people. You know who's angry, and you know this guy,
Who?
Gordon.
Is he always
Go-
angry?
No.
Or is it
Man,
just-
no, I think there is this misconception of when he was in his 30s in London, you know, when he opened
was
his
chasing
first
the stars,
restaurant,
no?
He was chasing the stars, and the pressure is very high there in the kitchen, especially in the 90s. I used to work in the kitchen in the 90s. It was a nightmare.
You can imagine.
You know, we people shouting, things throwing around the kitchen.
What are you, a sandwich? You are?
Exactly. But now he's a different man. Now he's got.
You calm down when you
children,
get older,
know,
right?
Of
That's
course,
a-
you calm down and he's a very generous guy. He's a very cool guy. But you don't want to annoy him. Well, I can. I do shows with him. You know, we go around the world.
Shall we
when do,
FaceTime him?
Gordon.
You think he'll answer if we FaceTime him now?
If I FaceTime, he will answer. Yeah, of course.
Shall we try?
Yeah, but if I FaceTime and we are on a show, he will be really annoyed.
Oh, okay.
But if you think about it, if you FaceTime me and he's in bed somewhere,
No, we don't. No. No, agreed. Okay.
Agree,
And
okay.
what can you do better than Gordon?
I think Italian food.
Okay.
Honestly,
Did
I
I
mean,
put that, no, I
every
mean-
chef, every
Yeah.
chef have their own kind of technique, their own cuisine that they
Okay.
trained. Gordon is a French trained chef. He went to
Okay.
France, then he went to England with the Roux brothers and all of that.
Yep.
I completely stuck with Italian
Italian
food.
food.
I was never interested in any other cuisine because Italian food is so big and it's so
Yes.
large that there is a lot to learn and a lot to give. So why would I want? Plus, I don't believe that it doesn't look natural. For example,
Okay.
if you see a Chinese person, chef, cooking Italian food,
Yeah,
I'm
Yes.
thinking, well,
There's something
well,
wrong.
Yeah, well, where is
Something
where-
wrong.
Yeah, something wrong. Where is your tradition? You know,
Yeah.
where are your stories behind the food? So that's what I got a problem with.
So
I think
Gordon should be making bangers and mash.
But
Oh, wait.
Gordon should do. He does beautiful British cuisine,
Okay.
and he's great French cuisine, and then of course he can do bit and pieces like any other chef.
Bruschetta, what he can do, bro.
But yeah,
Nothing more.
but
yeah.
I don't think he would be able to do like pasta the way an Italian, or
Yes,
understand the meaning of the shapes of the pasta and all of that
Yes,
because it's not
So
traditional.
shapes have different meaning for pasta because because I don't.
This I want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. This I want to know because I take pasta and for me, I mean, I know I don't want to offend you, but to me,
No.
everything tastes the same. The shape is different. The texture would
It
be
does,
different.
it does. I
yeah,
mean,
but
pasta,
what does
all-
fusilli
the
has different
experience.
than spaghetti, for example?
All right. At the moment in Italy, there are recorded over 670 shapes of pasta.
Wow.
Okay.
You know them all?
There
Yeah.
is, well, I probably know the majority of them, but each shape is being designed for a sauce.
Of
And
course.
that's why
Ah,
the
yes.
Italians
The
do it.
rigatoni, you get the
Exactly,
sauce
because
around.
so if you have a beautiful tomato and meat sauce, what do you want? You want a tube shape. So then the
Okay.
tomatoes and the
Yeah.
meat goes into the tube. So then when you pick up the pasta,
Getting
you get
hungry now, eh?
Yeah, you get all
Yeah.
the full experience. For another example, which is crazy, in Italy we don't do spaghetti with bolognese.
No.
We don't.
The British.
It's American.
It's,
thing,
it's
yeah.
American,
American.
it's
Ah.
British, because the spaghetto, when you twist and you lift it, all the sauce is going to go down.
Yeah,
Yep.
all the meat's going to
All the meat is going to go down. So it's not been designed for that sauce.
So what
It's
do you use
engineering.
for bolognese?
It's-
Which is the best
yeah.
pasta for
It
bolognese?
will be fettuccine, it will be pappardelle, something
Yes.
that is
Ah.
wider, something where the sauce sticks
Can stick
on the
to it.
pasta. So that is the...
On the subject of pasta, we have a couple of videos Drew can show you
Yeah.
of local TikTokers doing their own carbonara.
There we go.
So
Now you're trying
Let
to
me find
annoy
them.
me.
Now I want to know
Now
if
you're
they're
trying
doing
to
the right thing or they're doing the wrong thing. There's one of them was here before. He was
It's
taking
smart.
a picture of you. He's
I
still here.
haven't seen these videos. Are we upsetting him?
I haven't
Because
seen
you're
them either.
sitting over there, I'm sitting over here. Okay.
I've told Marta who planned the pizza for him yesterday with the pineapple to do them.
So that's Martha again.
No, it's not Marta again. Is she?
Yeah,
She's not in the room again.
No,
No, she's here somewhere, hiding.
Hiding, I hope.
Okay, let's go with video number 1.
Okay.
Let's see.
So this is a lady. Okay, the sound
is all right.
I don't know what kind of cheese she. Okay. Eggs, okay. Yeah.
To mix the eggs and the cheese together.
Carbon.
Okay, she doesn't tell you what cheese is it though.
Pecorino,
Grated
no?
cheese. Well, I hope so. Then salt, pepper, then butter. Okay.
Butter, that's it. That's it. Kill it.
Okay.
He's throwing
Okay.
Ciao.
He was about to throw the
She
phone.
killed it. She killed it with a
Butter.
lump of butter.
Yeah, second one. Let's look at the second one. Francesco.
Oh, no.
Francesco was on MasterChef.
It doesn't look very sure. Oh, so the egg goes into the pan. Never seen that before.
Yeah, no.
So he was on MasterChef?
Yeah, he did well as well.
And how did he do?
He was
He did
alright.
okay. Yeah,
He was alright. He was
Yeah,
alright.
Let me show you the next
I
one.
can see why he was alright. Okay. Okay, here we getting someone carbonara with a touch of induja.
You recognize him?
You recognize
I've
recognize
seen
him?
this guy before.
Of course you have.
See, see.
Why did you put induja? You like it spicy. I see. This is the best one I've seen so far.
Giordano, no. He was on MasterChef as well.
This is the best one I've seen
Yeah,
so far.
prosit.
Very good.
Right,
next.
Ludwig,
So
so
nothing, nothing outrageous so far. Alright. Wrong shape of pasta. She's also scraping with a metal utensil on a non-stick pan.
Okay.
Oh my god, that looks like a pile of...
Oh,
She's actually our friend. We have to be careful. We like her. Chloe Miskina.
Chloe?
Miskina.
Chloe, she's nice.
Yeah, like Chloe.
Oh, Chloe,
James will be
I
happy,
am
ma.
so sorry for this plate of pasta that this man give you. Is that Chloe's boyfriend?
No, that's Chloe's boyfriend.
All right.
Probably after
She-
today,
she
her
shoulda leave.
ex-boyfriend.
She should leave him right now.
Yeah, I'll tell her. No problem. This one. This is
Okay.
beautiful.
Okay. So there is an older mom. Oh, look at that. That looks fantastic.
Mama knows
The
best.
song is
Mama
the song
knows
is
the
make me
best.
sleep,
Right?
ma.
She knows.
She
She
knows.
knows what to do there.
Nonna knows best.
He must be
Yes.
Italian. She must be Italian.
We all have a bit of Italian, so yeah.
Yes. This is my favorite.
Yes,
one.
that's
There you
it.
go.
Nonna wins. Jordan.
The
sorry.
nonna- the
Nonna
nonna,
wins.
sorry,
no.
mate.
Sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
Listen, the accountant has a couple of questions for you.
Yes, so-
Not about taxes, like, don't worry.
No.
The accountant.
So,
You asked me
Gino.
about my tax affair.
No.
let's stay-
No need
no,
to get
no.
into that.
Okay.
So, if you had to ban one ingredient, what would it be?
If I have to ban
Yes.
one ingredient, I don't like coriander.
You don't like coriander?
Really?
Why?
No, I don't. For me, it's two ingredients I don't like. I don't like coriander and I don't like cucumbers.
Okay.
We're in trouble with
Not even
Maltese.
on your eyes.
Maltese
Yeah.
sausage.
Cucumbers,
On
maybe
your
on
eyes.
the eyes. Coriander. The problem that I have with coriander is it's such a powerful herb that when you put it anywhere, the only thing that you taste is
Is the
coriander.
coriander.
And you can't taste anything else.
Have you ever tasted Maltese sausage?
Yes, of
There's
course,
coriander
yeah,
in it.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's different. I'm talking about the really fresh when you chop
Oh, when
it,
you chop it
and
and
just
chuck
you
it in,
throw
yeah,
it
yeah.
at the end, and then everything tasted of that coriander. So,
What about the cucumbers? They're so healthy.
I know cucumbers. I can't get my head around.
That's all she eats, I
With
mean.
You-
bigilla.
You eat them
Yeah, you
raw.
think you know what
Yes.
bigilla is? Bigilla.
no,
That's
yes,
not-
Maltese.
it's like
Sauce
cucumbers with
Traditional
bigilla.
Maltese dip.
like
Yeah.
a dip.
Yes.
No, I just don't like it.
Really?
Yeah, for
I
me
love
they're
them.
useless. They don't taste. They don't do anything.
So not a fan of Greek food either, it seems.
Yeah.
Because Greek
no,
food...
it's, I'll eat it if I have to eat
Yeah.
it, but it's not something I
Not
would,
something you fancy.
I would get to start to cook.
Yeah.
I don't look at a cucumber and think, okay, I'm going to create. No.
And what do you think of
no.
truffle oil?
And cream cheese.
Overrated.
Because that's what I do. Because
Overrated. I'm getting so annoyed about these truffles everywhere. Everywhere you go, people they're trying to shovel truffle at you, and truffle oil this and truffle this.
But it's good
truffle
for
that.
sales, for because it's
See,
it's
Because
The
it's
thing
fancy,
is-
yeah, fancy.
They are bastardizing the truffle. They are bastardizing the truffle.
How do you
because,
bastardize a truffle?
because truffle only has one season. You know,
Yes.
the very good, beautiful Alba,
And they come
truffle,
from
the
Sicily,
white
right?
one.
I've seen like they go with the dogs and
Ma-
search them.
mainly in the
Pigs.
north of Italy.
North of Italy, yeah.
Okay,
It's humid.
so what's happening is that one is the truffle. Now you have so many variation. you have a truffle oil, a truffle cream, a black truffle, summer truffle. And the flavor is diluting. So it's not really. I think if you eat a truffle, you need to eat the truffle.
Oh, I noticed that because I went to a supermarket. It was really cheap to buy, so I thought like,
Well,
how can
is
that
a
be the same?
synthetic? That is a
Synthetic,
synthetic
it's not-
truffle. Yeah.
Definitely not real. Definitely not
Gino, I
real.
have
It's cheap, it's not real.
It can't be real when it's
Yeah.
that cheap.
No,
It's
of course.
impossible.
I have a scenario. Somebody walks into a restaurant and goes, I'd like something to eat, but I am lactose intolerant, gluten intolerant, and I don't like pork and I don't like seafood.
It's him, by
That's
the way.
him. we cannot get any food with him. That's always a problem here. Every time.
What do I eat?
Him a cucumber.
We're giving you a cucumber to start with. Then we finish off with a banana.
Okay,
And a beautiful apple at the end.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Or
That's the
we
answer
tell
I
you
expected.
to go somewhere where
To get a taxi.
where they accommodate weirdos.
But yesterday,
Oh, the other weirdo.
weirdo.
The boss, the weirdo.
I accept it.
you know, the one with all these problems.
I accept
But
it.
have you realized that all these problems in the 80s or the 90s or 2000s, we never heard of them?
I know. I only became now lactose
See,
and gluten.
this is
because-
what's happening. It's
Ah.
because of what we're eating in the last
100%.
15 years that is completely messing up our body.
Yeah.
Mustard
No.
truffle.
I mean, and I feel sorry because it must be very painful.
Yeah, no,
for
but you know what? Do you have to
for him and for everyone, not just for him.
Try doing a radio show after.
If your restaurant has toilet paper, I can come.
Listen, nowadays in the restaurants, we accommodate for everybody. We have a gluten-free pasta.
Yes,
you have the vegetarian, the vegan.
Gino, the first thing he's going to ask you is not about the menu, it's where the bathroom is.
Yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
No, but
Talking
wait,
of the
Because
I go to Italy very often, and when you ask for gluten-free pasta, it's like you've slept with their nonna.
It is a bit.
I know.
Talking of bathrooms in
Very
restaurants. Bathrooms in restaurants. In my opinion, if a restaurant doesn't have a really nice bathroom, for me it's not a good restaurant.
And I think you're absolutely right.
Bravo.
You are
Bravo.
100% right.
Because
Take pictures in the bathroom.
You don't.
What?
Yes.
So it has to be an Instagrammable
Okay,
bathroom.
wait.
so you invest a lot in your
Wait,
bathroom.
Loads.
I'm a weirdo because of my food, but you're a weirdo because you take photos
Fit
in
toilet.
the bathroom.
But you do it for the grams, for the aesthetic.
People
of it.
do that. People do that.
What's-
I think you're absolutely right. It's one of the things that I do even when I go in my restaurants in United Kingdom. The first thing I do, I go in the bathroom to check if it's super clean, the
Yeah.
toilet
Exactly.
paper is there, all the towel is there.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the most important thing ever to have a beautiful, clean bathroom.
And it's not
in a
just
restaurant.
because you have a restaurant, it's also because your face is very well known. You're a very well known person. So obviously your credibility is going into how clean that bathroom is as well.
Yeah.
You don't want them to
No.
say Gino has
I
a
think-
dirty bathroom.
Exactly.
Marelli.
But I think it should be
Gino's bathroom is spotless.
it should be a rule for every restaurant.
Oh,
that
for
the
sure.
bathroom it needs to be
100%.
especially the ladies one. Make sure that it's spot on.
Yeah.
Listen,
Doesn't
something which
take
is not
long.
spot on in our building here is the fridge. We have upstairs in the kitchen.
We have
We
a
have a
picture.
picture of
Is
it.
that a
Let me show
complaint
you.
We have a
now?
picture of it.
No,
it's like.
Well, the boss is here. Get him another fridge.
You see, that's why I'm doing this because he's here.
This
You
is
see-
a loaded question.
Listen, this is our fridge. From that fridge, if you had to like do some kind of
That's
meal,
an actual picture now, today.
Yes.
So this is what you got on
yes.
the fridge.
From
right?
Yes.
from that fridge, you
Yeah.
need to do a meal for the accountant. What would you do?
First of all, I would like to, you get your priority right. All the alcohol is on
Yeah.
top, and the drink. I don't know.
There's a lot of it as well.
I don't know.
And then
who
you
is
wonder why no one works.
I don't know who's the genius who put a packet of cardboard pasta into the fridge.
I have no
You know
idea.
the pasta doesn't go into the
No.
fridge, right?
Probably Martha.
Oh,
probably Martha.
That's probably
Don't
Martha.
blame Martha for everything. Then there is a huge bowl of pineapple. Very good.
You like that?
For your pizza.
Oh,
Yes.
Again.
That's why.
For your pizza.
That's why we
Again.
have it for your pizza. That's why we got that.
Again. Look, what I would make you got grated cheese there, and I'm sure you got black pepper. I would make you farfalle cacio e pepe.
Oh.
The creamy one.
The way he says it sounds
only
good, man.
three
Yeah. Love it.
ingredients. Only three
Say it again,
ingredients.
Gino.
Say it again.
Just tell them.
Farfalle cacio e pepe.
Sounds good. It just sounds good.
Just say names of pasta. Let's see how it sounds.
Yeah, pasta dici sei, come on.
like something. What sounds sexy? Pasta. Yeah, no.
There is,
Yeah,
what's
no.
the one with the octopus seppia nera? What's it called?
Ah,
the
Nero di seppia, no?
spaghettini al nero di seppia.
Nero di seppia. That sounds sexy.
I don't know.
Spaghetti
and
all'olio.
news.
Spaghettini, aglio, olio e peperoncino.
Aglio, olio, all'olio. All'olio, you say, right?
Aglio, olio e peperoncino.
Aglio, olio, pepperoncino. Okay. I can't say it like you.
He can't
No,
say
you know, it's very.
But yeah.
Even if you say farfalle, it's nice.
Farfalle.
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 Have you ever done this like with anybody else? Like use the fame, use the fact that you're really good at what you do, and to get perks, to get like little cheat codes. Like for example, I know he does it. He does it.
I
Right?
do it.
He's
What
very
do you
very
mean?
he's very well known
Yeah.
around the island, right?
Okay.
And every time he needs to go somewhere,
He gets
he'll open the
freebies.
car. He'll open the car.
Yeah.
Open the car window. Say. And make sure they don't recognize him. And
I just wait.
And he gets free parking. He gets free parking.
Oh, I
every-
see. So he's
He
one
does
of
it.
those who does.
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheapo. Cheapo.
Yes,
Cheapo, why? It's not cheapo. It's like
I think.
I work for it.
I think if you work for it,
there you go.
But
Same
do you
mentality.
do it?
Don't
Do you do
take-
it?
Not really.
No, no, he pays everything. Every parking.
No, I mean, I don't really drive around.
See, he has a chauffeur.
that's right.
He has a driver.
So
I think he's,
that's what you need to get yourself.
Talking
a
about
car.
cars.
Get
So
yourself
then
a
you don't
driver.
have to.
Listen, talking of cars, we found a picture of you online.
Oh,
Of
yes.
you
Oh,
doing
yes.
some mechanic stuff. I don't know if you're turning into a mechanic now as
No.
well.
No, no,
Can
no.
you,
I know
explain,
which
can,
one.
Look.
can you explain something to me what you're doing there?
I'm gonna explain this
Yeah.
to you. I am filming.
That's you, by the way. There's another picture of you.
There's a few
Yeah.
Philippines.
Oh, the one
There
behind.
you go.
Yes, the one with the roll up in the mouth.
Yeah. Bad boy Gino.
I am playing a part in a series. Oh. So, and my part is this Italo-American mechanic
Okay.
that is always in trouble with the police, or always in trouble with the law. And then he became a mechanic, and he's helping the main character of the series.
Okay.
So this is acting.
That's okay. It's like Danny from
Yeah.
Greece.
You can
Italo
do it.
Yeah,
American.
yeah. So I'm not becoming a mechanic. I'm useless and stuff like that.
They're useless, hopeless, completely
I'm
hopeless.
hopeless with anything.
As long as
with
it starts, you don't care.
engine, Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
that's
don't
it.
want to know.
Gino, quick question. You've tasted. I know you've tasted the Maltese pastizzi.
Yes, I
You have.
Yeah.
Now, once I took pastizzi to Italy. I was in a restaurant and we gave them pastizzi frozen, and they made them for dessert. So they had the ones with ricotta, where they sprinkled sugar on them.
Okay.
And the ones with piselli, they put chocolate syrup on them.
Piselli.
Peas. Peas.
And they put chocolate.
And they put chocolate syrup.
Piselli means something else in Italy.
That's pisello.
Which part of Italy?
Or spaghetti.
Torino. We were in Torino.
You were in Torino.
We were in Torino.
I never heard that.
I don't know, neither did we. So when they came out with dessert, it was like, these are the pastizzi. We just put them in the oven. I said, no, I put chocolate and I put cheese. I put sugar. Would you do something like that in yours?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Shut down
we were going
merciless.
to die.
No. I am a sucker for classic Italian desserts done well, all the panna cotta, the tiramisu, all the crostate that we do in it, but done well.
Done well, okay.
We have about 6 or 7 desserts, but all Italian.
You tried them all yesterday. I think.
crostata.
No,
Nice.
the
Not
dessert
yet.
is today.
Today.
Oh, we go.
Today we do
Stella,
desserts.
so, hey.
Today we do desserts and bambino. All the
Bambino.
children.
Kids
We have a
menu.
kids
Yeah.
menu.
So you get a kid to test
So,
the food, but
no, it's
Hey,
me. It's me. It's still me.
yeah, but you need kids to give you feedback.
No, because I told you before, I don't care what they got to say. When they come, they order and that's what they got.
Eat.
You know,
Tomatoes,
I,
you can-
you don't like tomato, that's your flipping problem. Not mine. Don't eat it.
Listen, a lot of Italians are coming to Malta and opening restaurants. You are one of them. If us Maltese were to go to Italy and open restaurants in Italy, Maltese restaurants, how do you think it would go? Because
You
I don't
tasted
know.
the jbejna
It
yesterday.
tastes Spain yesterday, you know.
You liked it.
I mean,
and
there are
the-
a lot of great Maltese recipes. I don't think you guys showing off Maltese cuisine as you should. I couldn't find a Maltese restaurant, a local Maltese restaurant.
There are a couple. Huh?
I can take you to a garage in Marsa's Lock if you want.
Yeah, babush,
You know, I was asking around.
He'll get the car out and he'll cook for you, but then it's good. Eh?
I was asking around, and
Yeah.
nobody could point me out to a traditional Maltese restaurant.
There is
I
good
think
traditional Maltese food, but I think it's very simple. It's not very complicated. Probably because it comes from.
I would say it's
the
similar.
war.
It's similar,
It's similar
yeah.
to Italian. It's
but we have
less
like
pasta, obviously. and the
Rossville
Maltese.
Forn.
But-
So Rossville Forn is a rice in the oven.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
there's rice, there's cheese, and a bit of tomato. So I don't cook, so I don't know. But it's good. I love
It's very
Maltese
good.
food. Lasagna.
Yeah, Maltese food is-
Come lasagna is Maltese
No,
food?
no.
Adopted.
But we adopted it.
Lasagna is Italian.
But we adopted. We're close.
Tiny
Ah,
al passport.
So you
it's-
stole the lasagna
stole
from
it.
us. All right.
But
cool.
there's a grey line between which lasagna is Maltese and which lasagna is Italian. I think it's like the Maltese one is much more. There's more.
I'll tell you where the
there's
line
more
is.
There's
Where
more
is it?
stuff in it.
I'll
Yes.
tell you where the line is. Do you put carrots in lasagna?
Exact.
Yeah, we do soffritto.
You do put
onions,
carrots in-
and
Yeah.
celery.
I thought that was the line.
You know, finally chopped at the beginning before we put the meat.
No, it's not the one I taste. The one finally
they're
chopped.
like,
No, these have,
like,
wheels.
No, no, no,
we'll
no,
put
no.
a whole carrot in
Yes,
it.
okay.
No, we don't do that.
and
No.
peas and onions.
Peas?
And, that's
Yeah.
right.
Peas. Okay,
I
it's
think
not
he
a
drew-
lasagna.
yeah, he drew
It's
the
not a
line.
lasagna. It's pasta al forno.
But that's-
But yeah, we call it
But we call it
lasagna.
If it goes in the oven, it's lasagna. Let's not complicate stuff.
You know, it's baked pasta. For you, everything is baked pasta.
That's it.
Lasagna.
And when you put vegetables, it's healthy, yeah?
That's it.
When you put vegetables, it's healthy.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
Vegetables
Ah,
in
yeah.
a lasagna is
She's
illegal.
still thinking and
I
working about
forgot,
the
I
abs.
forgot the vegetable lady here.
Back to restaurants. Like if you're in a restaurant, Gino, and the food you order your food, you order the dish you like, and it arrives. It's not as up to your expectations. What do? Do you fake an allergy like this? I can't eat it, or do you tell the chef?
My restaurant or anyone
Any
else?
restaurant.
Anyone.
I
Can you
will-
imagine
I
the
will
stress?
tell
Can you imagine the stress of his chef yesterday? He had the food
Yeah,
tasting of the
yeah,
entire
yeah.
menu, right? The chef must have been
Yeah, bless
sweating
them.
bullets. I
Bless
mean,
them.
can you
Yeah.
imagine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you don't shout at them, right?
No.
No, you're nice
No,
to them.
no, I don't believe in this shouting.
He's not like Gordon.
I mean, I
not
get upset. I get upset sometimes.
You get upset.
And you can't just say to someone, come on, this is the third time I told you, and he's probably going to get a bollocking.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he ends there.
Yeah.
And you move on.
Exactly.
If the food I don't like it, I don't usually call the chef. I just tell the waiter, look, I can't eat this, and I will tell them the reason why.
You
I
don't go in and just do it yourself then.
No. What, in someone else's kitchen? No. No.
If I'm Gino D'Acampo, that's what I know. I'll tell you how to do it.
no.
Almarelli, pum.
It's called micromanagement, Nate.
That's my problem.
But I'll tell them and I won't eat it.
And
So
even
there's-
wine, if it's wine, like wine, would you?
Look, wine, I don't really know anything about wine.
But you have your own.
But you
wine,
have
huh?
your own,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I tried to
Of-
buy it online. I can't get
Impossible.
it. How do I?
Because it's so shit. Then you need a special certification.
You use grapes, right?
I actually asked for
we asked for
we
it.
asked Owen to get us a bottle
It's
if he had.
so bad. You mean the one that do in Sardinia on the line?
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the, no, I only do about 400 or 500 bottles.
You know what Owen told me yesterday? I asked him, I said, maybe you have, his wine, because he's coming over, would like to talk to him, would like to see the wine, taste it, and so on. And he's like, what do you think? Gino travels with bottles of wine in his suitcase? Are you crazy?
Exactly.
Souvenir.
One would-
you don't bring some and give to people like small bottles, the small ones. Like it would be nice. I don't know.
No.
What does it take to make a good wine? Because I think Sardinia is known for good wine. How are you saying? I don't think your wine is bad, by the way. I think you just say.
But look,
compared to other
I
wines,
don't
maybe.
know a lot about wine. Okay, and I don't think people know a lot about
No,
wine.
I don't. I just do this.
All right. I'm a great believer that 90% of the people in any restaurant or when they are at home or when they buy wine, they have no idea what they're buying. They judge the wine by the price.
Exactly.
That's the first thing that they
sure.
do. If it's £100, oh, this must be
Must be
fantastic.
good.
Oh, and then you see them, swivel the glass.
Yeah.
I know.
Nobody knows what to do.
Do you know what they
do you
say?
smell
I
it?
know. I know it. When you do this, if the alcohol is drizzling really slow, it means it has a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, I bet
Right.
those are technical things. But
Yeah.
if you taste it, have you ever
I
said to
taste,
someone, "No, take
Yes,
it
I
back"?
have an app called Vivino, and I check before, and what it's written
No,
on it.
look. Normally they go by the price, and if it has lots of French words, if it's
Yeah.
Chateau de
Oh,
Popo
yes.
delle Tetopotomba.
That bottle there is probably worth €4 or €5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is as simple as that. €4 or €5.
Yeah.
That's what it's worth. So I don't think people know.
You know what they say though? If it's good wine, it doesn't give you a hangover. That's what they say.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's true
well,
or
that's,
not. But
that's because of the sulfites that is in the wine.
Yep.
so if the more there is,
well, very, very good wines, they will not add a lot of sulfites
Mm-hmm.
because they will put them in big barrels.
Yeah.
Yep.
The one that they have a lot of sulfites is the one that they travel a
well,
lot.
he knows a lot about wine.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
but
You
They
get
say-
hangover with your wine, with the wine you did?
No,
No,
because
so
I put
it's good.
0 sulfites.
So it's not shit.
Exactly.
That's good.
No,
That's good.
but unfortunately, still tastes shit.
Still working on the taste.
The worst
So I'm
wine,
still working
the
on the
worst
taste.
wine ever tasted. It tasted like, you know, the water you put in the battery of the car.
It's yummy.
Yummy. I don't think it tastes that bad. You know, that's the one, the worst one I did. But talking of hangovers, what is the cure for hangover? Because you would know. What would
I
be?
know that
What
very well.
food?
Yes, because I've seen some of your shows and
I know that very
I've
well.
seen you like all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So what is Gino's cure for hangover? Let's see. Maybe it's something different we can try.
Anything-
Everyone taking notes over
Well,
here.
this is your part now. Habba l-birra l-għanna fil-fridge.
Anything to do with carbs and salt. That is a cure for a hangover. And there are
Carbs
two
and
reasons
salt.
why. Salt is very important. That's why people, they crave like bacon and salty sausages, because they haven't drank enough water.
Ah.
They drank too much alcohol, so the body tells them, okay, now I need water.
So Lorenzo's tortellini
Bombo.
actually works for a
Work
hangover.
magic.
Why?
Okay, he does tortellini with bacon and
Oh, there you go. Then
Yes.
anything like that, and pasta. Or
The dog
Yes.
doesn't eat it.
Carbs.
Parmesan
Same
Yeah,
bread.
the dog refuses it.
All
We
right,
love you.
well,
We love you.
He's there. He's watching
Yes, he,
you.
Yeah,
wanted,
no,
he
he-
wanted us to mention his tortellini with you.
Yeah.
So now he can tell his
Oh,
tortellini.
okay.
But don't
Gino
ta-
D'Acampo knows about them.
But don't taste them.
So what's the speciality of his tortellini?
It's like it's in broth.
Wait,
So like the proper
Proper,
tortellini
Proper.
they are made with love.
Proper.
from
Yes.
Bologna,
Yeah.
the little one
From
with the
Birgo.
little-
Bologna.
Yeah, but that's the way they do in Bologna.
Yeah,
Give
yes,
him credit.
Yeah,
No,
Bologna.
but-
From Birgo he does them. Oh, Birgo is.
Bravo Lorenzo, no?
Bravo,
Bravo
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo. Bravo Lorenzo.
The only thing you have here is your name. But I mean, you were telling us yesterday you're gonna be touring around Malta. Can we talk about that, by the way? Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
We can,
yes.
like, tell us.
We have a project on at the moment where in September, October, I'm going to come here and start to go all around Malta. I want to do a show called An Italian in Malta.
Okay.
There was a song.
From an Italian experience in Malta. And
There
I
is a
want to-
song about that, by the way.
Is it?
The Italian man who went to Malta. I don't know if you heard
Where it
it.
goes, I
One
want,
day I want to go to Malta to a big hotel. I tell them I wanted a fuck. I tell me, I don't want to fuck.
I wanna fuck on the table.
I said,
You never
I
heard
want to
this?
fuck on
You
the
never-
table. Never
You
heard
never
that.
heard
It's
this.
a classic.
Simple way now.
We have to find this guy.
But
Let me find
we
it.
have
to
this
find it.
Italian
Let me-
guy is coming here and he wants to fuck everything.
On the table.
On the table.
On the table.
Give me a second, Gino. Give me a second. Let me
No,
find
let's find it
What
because this is.
kind of a song is that?
You'll
it's a
know.
great song. It's what happens in summer though. Lots of Italians come, I want to fuck on the table. Hey!
One second, because that word, there's a cat eating. Okay, we're
The
gonna.
image of you guys, from, that you have of Italian food.
I promise you,
Italian
we
people.
didn't, I promise you we didn't drink. We haven't drunk anything this morning. Coffee only.
Wow.
We can hear it if you want. We can hear it. I can do this, all right? All right.
Yeah, do.
Here we go.
The Italian man who went to Malta. One day I'm going to Malta to big hotel. In the morning I go down to eat a breakfast. I tell the waitress I want 2 pieces of toast. She brings me only 1 piece. I tell her I want 2 pieces. She say go to the toilet. I say you don't understand. I want to do piss on my plate. She say you better no piss on the plate, you son of a bitch. I don't even know the lady, and she calling me a son of a bitch. Later, I go to eat at a bigger restaurant. The waitress brings me a spoon and a knife, but no fork. I tell her I want the fork. She telling me everyone you want a fork. I tell her you don't understand. I want a fork on the table. She say you better not fuck on the table, you son of a bitch. So I go back to my room in a hotel, and there is no sheets on the bed.
Oh, yeah, this
Call the manager and tell him I want a sheet. He telling me to go to the toilet. I say you don't understand. I want a sheet on my bed. He say you better not sheet on my bed, you son of a bitch. I go to the checkout and the man at the desk say peace on you. I say peace on you too, you son of a bitch.
So that's what you train your
So,
waiters
yeah.
not to do in your
Okay.
restaurant,
I think,
okay?
I think you have to rethink the name of the show. I should still tell you men who went to Malta as well. So
No, I think it's all right.
It's
An
all right,
Italian
okay.
malt is fine.
Yeah.
everybody wanna fuck, right? That's fine. That's because you were telling us about your thing going around Malta and we stopped you. Sorry,
No, it's
because
fine.
we found the theme song for it.
Yes.
So that is the idea. The idea
yeah.
is for me then to show all over the world where all the people that
So
they
you're
show
gonna
my
find
show.
the perfect restaurants in Malta. You're gonna find them.
But not only the perfect restaurant, I want to find the perfect recipe. I want to see the perfect spot.
Alright.
Okay.
I want to talk to the local people, and I want to hear the story of the food. You know, the ingredients, and how you guys used to cook 200 years ago.
Ask the team to check to go and cook on the roof of the Rahal Jadid church because they have like a rooftop thing.
Yes.
Oh, is it?
It's,
Oh,
the-
yes,
it's the
yes.
only church that has
The only church that has a
that
restaurant on top.
on top.
Yep.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
in
yeah.
Rahal. Yes.
There was a
And
whole
also-
controversy a few months ago about it
No
because
way, yeah.
church shouldn't have a restaurant on
Nothing,
top.
Why-
nothing he
why-
can't handle. Man, that's because they did like a restaurant on top of the church.
But why should a church not have a restaurant? Why?
Well,
What's
that's
the
what that's what I think as well. But
is
in
it
Malta-
because it's a commercial
exactly.
thing?
Yeah,
and,
but-
and then it was about
Oh,
like
wait.
how they needed
The
money
whole
for the
controversy,
church and all
yeah.
that.
I know.
But yeah,
Ah,
but,
okay.
but it's a good view. It's a
But I
nice.
think-
Again,
it's
it's my
excellent.
opinion. Jesus had the Last Supper.
Check.
Exactly.
Was
He,
week
he
with the
was
apostles, so-
he was the first restaurateur.
Jesus.
He was the first one.
He was the first one to organize a boys' night. as well.
Exactly. Boys' nights.
Hey.
Get all
You
the-
don't really like football, right, Gino? You're not. You're not.
I used to love football.
You support
Napoli.
Napoli.
Ah,
of course.
beh,
You
okay,
support
wait, wait.
Juventus.
Maradona.
Friday.
I know.
Napoli Cagliari. So Napoli Sardinia.
Napoli.
Your
is always-
hometown and where you were born.
Napoli.
Okay.
It's always Napoli for me.
For me, on Friday, Napoli have to win.
They have to.
I'm a Juventino, but I love Napoli. But I hate Inter. So if
Oh,
Napoli
I
win,
see.
Inter don't win the league, and Napoli
Have you
win the
ever
league.
been to Naples?
No.
Okay, don't. Because you're a Juventino.
No, but I
Do
won't.
not
But I will
go-
not go. I will not go with my kid. I
No,
will
he's
go-
a gluten intolerant Juventino, which makes it worse.
Okay, go with
I got my
something
Napoli
blue.
socks.
Exactly. Go to and don't tell anyone that you're a Juventus fan in Naples. Eh?
Higuain!
No, don't.
Gonzalo.
Health and safety. No.
So, Gino, what would
See, you know what I like?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
to
she
interrupt
comes, she
you.
stops, and she takes
She
the time.
stops, right? And you can see.
She's polite.
Polite.
She's nice.
So she starts always. So Gino. Yes. I'm here.
So I'm
I'm
going to
here.
do it again. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So, Gino,
Pappardelle.
so what would convince you?
Pennetti alla matriciana.
So we're doing pasta ASMR now. So, what would convince you to live in Malta? And why is it the ladies?
What
Oh.
convinced me
To live in Malta,
Yes,
like
and why is it the ladies?
because we would want you to keep here. Like our ratings are going up, so we'd love you to stay here for a week.
So what would convince me?
Yes.
Yeah.
What would convince me? I think you guys already done a lot for me. I mean, all the Maltese people, everywhere I go, they come to me, they say hi, and they're happy that I'm here. And I'm so grateful for that. So there is nothing. I mean, if you want to throw a couple of villas on the beach,
Fasetta f'Borza.
what did I say wrong?
Put 6 in a bag.
And he does that. He does that with his window when he goes down.
What a villa is a bit, it's not a parking spot. That's
So,
just
yeah,
a bit
it's not that- we
But
talk to-
there are
think
people
I-
we can talk to.
I
Right,
think
we
I
know
got
people.
everything that I need because where the restaurant is, there is a beautiful hotel, the
Yes,
Me
yes,
Hotel,
yes,
so
yes.
then I can always stay there. And you ladies are beautiful here.
Thank you.
So if you keep being beautiful and the weather keeps shining like this and the Maltese people keep being cool as they are, I don't need anything else.
That's why she's
But
eating
thank you.
cucumbers. That's exactly why she's eating.
So Gino, listen. I mean, I think we've used the oral time with you.
Yes.
No, guys, it's been so.
yeah.
This is the
Well,
first ever podcast.
First
This is the
ever.
first part,
You're
and
the
you
first
chose
guest.
me.
And
You're
you
the
chose
first
it, yeah.
guest.
You chose me to do your first podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Flipping crazy.
Wait, I told you. When you
Listen.
walked in, I told you. You're all nuts here.
Yesterday you were complaining we didn't give you any gifts. Today we got you a
Yes,
gift.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we got you a nice because I know you love rugby, right?
Yes, I do.
This is the Maltese rugby shirt
Oh, very cool.
with the Vibe sponsor on it.
Very
Yes,
nice.
of course.
Okay. So
Official
you
sponsor.
sponsor the.
Yes.
Oh yes.
National team.
So we
Yes.
sponsored the national team, so we're on the. So you have it as well. So now when you're next to the pool in your house, please wear it.
But send us a picture.
So next to the pool in
You
my
have a pool in your
Yes.
house, eh?
No.
No, should. But I saw one when you were
Ah, the
doing
one
the
in Sardinia.
Exactly.
The one-
The other
okay.
house, the other
And you,
house.
and you want me to wear this?
Yes,
Mela, mela,
yes,
yes,
Right,
yes,
that's-
yes.
See, these kind of things makes me very happy.
Very good.
Right? These are the
Very
things that makes me
glad.
very happy. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you for coming, my friend.
Gino,
And we'll have you
piacere.
again anytime soon.
You're amongst friends here, as I told you yesterday.
Yes.
We are so
Whenever
glad
you
to
want,
have
man.
you.
You are
so glad to have
so
you.
good.
Thank you, Gino.
Thank you. Thank you.
Grazie, grazie.
Grazie,
Rock
ragazzi.
and roll. First podcast out. Bye.